it's interesting about the team. How important is the dynamics of a squad, if you like? You're trying individually coaching athletes, but also creating a squad environment?
Yeah, look, it's kind of like trying to individualise everyone's training session in a group is really, really hard because you might have 10, 20, 30 people turn up to training and they've all got their own session and they're not training together. So there's just like one, you've got no group effect, and two, they're not really having fun. So there's no social element. So you kind of got to try and like dovetail people into sessions to suit, really. And that can be a bit challenging, especially when you've got a wide spread of abilities, but that also brings another kind of dimension to the group as well. Keeps everyone grounded and everyone's working for the same goal. It's just at different levels.
Yeah. And I think we've all been in groups that just hum, Morgan, groups that everyone gets on well and there's a collegiate feel, if you like, and then there's others that are just workmanlike and everyone gets in, does their work and there's not a social element to it?
Yeah, I think it's different for every group. I've enjoyed every group I've been a part of. Training overseas, it's a different dynamic again because I feel like they're more business orientated. But I don't know, I love our group now. We kind of know when to joke, hit the line, quite serious. But as soon as we cross that line, can we swear?
Yeah. Well,
we're kind of just talking shit again.
Yeah.
Because they know me. I'm like, mate, as soon as we cross the line, I couldn't care.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to get that mental refresh before you have to go again, because I could imagine your sessions would be similar to Ford's. They suck. They're so hard, in the best way.
Is that fair?
No.
They're all fun.
We're all having fun.
They're character building at times.
No, absolutely.
The use of altitude. St. Moritz is something that you've used with Abby. Can you educate us as to why altitude's important?
Oh, can I call a Vish?
Yeah. Can you tell us in layman's terms what a Vish tells you then?
Okay, so you go up high, so you go a mile high, and it's harder to work up there, but it's not because there's less oxygen, it's just because of air pressure.
Right.
So that stimulates, if you stay up there long enough, hopefully it stimulates your body to start producing natural EPO.
Yeah.
And the natural EPO is part of the building block for red blood cells.
Yep.
So you stay up at altitude, and then when you come down, you've got more red blood cells, so you can theoretically transport more oxygen.
Can you be up there too long? Have you been experimenting with your athletes and also when you're up there watching Jess Hull? I mean, there's a lot of Aussies up there. Can some stay up there too long? And when they come down, should you race straight away or should you take time? How do you work that out?
It's kind of a bit individualised, I guess. I know, there's lots of different theories around it. It's like live high, train low. Some people are born at altitude, and so they maybe have an advantage because their systems have developed from an early age. But in terms of staying up there a long time, that can be quite risky because your metabolism's a lot higher at altitude, so you have to fuel a lot more.
Right.
And not everyone can do that. So you go up there and train the same as what you do at sea level, but you have to compensate for that and fuel more. So it's a bit more demanding living up on top of a mountain.
And that word, Morgan, you would have seen
Fuel?
the change since you've been like fueling back in the ancient days, my days. Fueling wasn't talked about like it is now. It is so understood, especially for the female athletes, how important fueling is.
Yeah, far out. I mean, it's, again, come a long way, just like everything in this sport.
Yeah.
But I do, for me, I've had my issues. I mean, it's no secret, I've had my issues with my weight. But that's when I decided to, go and sort out a dietitian. And he's taught me so much, more so just to fuel for performance rather than aesthetic. It's, again, for us, just a numbers game.
Yep.
But I do enjoy the fact that it is a numbers game now because I'm not obsessing over when, where, how, who's doing what. It's just like, this is what works for me. I'll stay in my lane. But it is quite interesting. I didn't know that about altitude and having to fuel more. Maybe because I don't really go to altitude often.
But it makes sense, doesn't it?
I'm probably going to get ripped to pieces on that summary of altitude from the boffins out there, but that's my understanding. You go there to get more red blood cells, and red blood cells help transport the oxygen. So you're more efficient.
And you've worked out through the gun athletes that you've got what works, the amount of time that works, and what else.
Well, a lot
doesn't.
of it is trying to get timing to fit in around. Like, so we go to Falls Creek in domestic season, pre-domestic season, and lots of other groups use it, and it's like it's just been there forever.
Yeah.
So it's like you can go 2 weeks. 2 weeks is probably an optimal time or 2 weeks is like a minimal time to go and get that physiological change.
Yeah.
That being said, going away on a training camp, you're going to do more training and you're
That's
going to
right.
potentially come back fitter if you don't cook yourself.
And it makes you narrow your focus as soon as you go on a training.
No other distractions.
Correct. You eliminate everything else and you zero in.